motivational color, but that's what racism is. So if a person wants to say it in that manner, he or she can. That person can say it in a more disguised manner if he or she chooses to do it. But you can ask them, you know, a simple question is ask anybody that's talking to you about racism. Just ask them what do they think racism is. And is racism and white supremacy one and the same? Because that's what I had written in my book. They're one and the same. No, that's kind of racism. I mean, because you can't have two dominants at the same time. You either have white supremacy or you don't.
Okay. What is your second question, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Barry. My second question is that I heard a presidential candidate, suspected racist, Marianne Williamson, white female, and she was mentioning that she is for quote-unquote reparations or compensation. But one of the things that I found very troubling in her interview, Mr. Fuller, was that she specifically told Black people that they need to not stop being so angry and that love will win. And in this system, would I consider what she said to Black people an act of racism? That's my question, because I don't think that that's accurate. Because suspected racists do not react to us with passivity or being very meek towards us, but they want us to react to them in a very meek and cowardly way. And I would just, my question, Mr. Fuller, is that since she's suspected to be racist, is that an act of racism on her part by possibly being deceptive? Or is this a right order? Yes, sir. And she said that. She said that Black people need to love more and to stop being so angry at racism. Those are specific words. No. That calls for more questions. Like codification is all about endless. I'm going to put a little underline that. Endless, open-ended, you might say, if you want to use that expression. Questions and answers. When she makes a statement like that, you go into the question mode and stay there. One question right after another. Now, the first thing I understand that she said was Black people should love. And the first thing you want, what's the definition of love? Because of the constitutional word of God, love and justice are one and the same. Yeah, one and the same. There's no other form of love other than justice. But what they call romantic love and all like that, that's romance in the way of the Romans. That's just, that's some type of going through some type of act. I mean, like actors on the stage. And that's an emotional thing. But what you might call real love, in my opinion, and what I put in the word, God, is synonymous with justice. So the definition for love and the definition for justice are one and the same. So what's the definition of justice? The compensatory definition. Guaranteeing that no person is mistreated and guaranteeing that the person that needs help the most gets the most constructive help. Those two components. Now you got love. But the lady who was talking might have her own definition of love. So you always have the definition of words. She used the word love. So you want to know what her definition is, not Mimi Fuller's, not somebody else's, not even your own.
Okay, Mr. Fuller and caller, hold that thought. We'll pick it right back up. Just hold that thought. Mr. Fuller, continue, please.
Rather than the 21, brother,
well, Nellie Fuller got some badass audio over there. So I see Reigning Woman wants to know why I'm talking about Tommy. Well, let me first say, I'm certainly not talking about him because I think that's going to build my channel. That's certainly not the reason. Two, Tommy is a cancer on YouTube. Now, a lot of y'all, you don't go hardcore on your channel, so you wouldn't understand the behind the scenes of what goes on. The YouTube games that are played, right? Now, I love the fact that everybody who listened into my show created the narrative that I was calling Tommy a black cracker. It's interesting to me, even though I did nothing of the sort. And, on my other channel, there's 3 or 4 Tommy videos and the history of the black cracker. That's pretty much the only videos I left on the Digital Pit Boss channel. Just because that's how I felt. Now, it would be nice to just get on YouTube and just get straight to what I do. Talk about exactly what I came on YouTube to talk about. And since I've been on YouTube for about 5 or 6 years, I've laid plenty of videos based on what I talk about. Yeah, at the moment, they all blocked. But I still laid them down. I still affected those who donated and followed my channel. And all my information led to my success. And then when I look back over my shoulders to see the aftermath of what's going on, I see the cancers. It's a couple of cancers. It's not just Tommy. The entire conscious community channels that I ripped off and laid to waste multiple times are all cancers. The Democratic Party is cancers. Satanic Hollywood is cancers. All this nonsense shit that we get. Even The View is a cancer. It's a cancer show. It's the one-way, lopsided, democratic, socialist agenda taking over. So I'm able to use Tommy as a pivot on 1,000 issues. In particular, there's one video I watched before I lay waste to Tommy. And it was the Sakari Israelite crew. You might not know much about them. Now, hold on, let me put this on pause. Okay. So now I'm gonna show you something here. I'm gonna connect all this to Tommy and Sarnetta and the coon Israelites that get down. Now, let me start this off this way. Let me do something. Let me get a good snapshot of this shit. Hold on. I almost got it. I'm letting the video play so I can get the right snapshot. Hold on. Let me let it. Boom. I'll take that picture. Take that picture right there. We're going to do it like this. Now, for the small little crowd I'm going to get, let me see what I got going for I rip into this. Let me see. I got 9 people watching, right? Probably 5 of them. Let me look in the chat room. I got 1, 2, 3 in the chat for certain that are loyal to the soil. And then we got about 5 or 6 more. And you know the way YouTube works. they gonna pop in, pop out, depending on what they think I'm jumping in on. Now, Rain and Roman, I really don't understand why you asked your initial question. It's really like ridiculous. But I'm gonna answer it, but it still was kind of like, what the fuck is wrong with the title? Let's talk about Tommy. As you chimed in listening to a bad audio of Nelly Fuller, who thinks that the problem is racism. Now, a lot of people, they don't want to ride in on Nelly Fuller. And I mean, it's hard to not say that racism hasn't socially trained us to act a particular way. So if you want to say the root cause, I still can agree. The root cause might be racism. But there's a lot of things that one can fix. Like the niggerish cancer cells in the bitches who follow them. That's not racism, white supremacy, unless you just want to say they've been so coonified that they just support the bullshit because they've been affected by racism. If you want to blame it on racism and take no personal responsibility for the cancer cells, I guess you could do that, and it'll be hard to disagree. But the level of nigga shit that you got to endure is way beyond the powers of racism. Unless you're going to use that one argument that, well, he's only acting this way because racism, white supremacy has niggified his mind so much so that any of his actions, we cannot make him have personal responsibility because he has a mental issue and he's been niggified, coonified, codified in the 9 areas of activity. That's the only way out the argument if you're going to make one, is to say you can't expect a coon, a nigga, a boule sellout to be responsible for their actions. Now, we're going to deal with this Israelite group real quick called Sakari. They're somewhere in Texas. This black girl walks up. She got braids. Now, I took a particular picture with the back of her head and the front of his face. So we'll just, not popularize her. But here's the situation. The leader of the group Sakari, which was created on YouTube, popularized on Sonetta TV, and then bastardized into the community. And they doing the same nigga shit. Instead of coming on here and showing us the power of being 12 tribe of Israel, fake 12 chart fraction group from a 1969 invention, somebody that made up, Pop Bivens created this bullshit and left us with these niggas. Tommy is going to create the nigga. And when he get knocked off the motherfucking planet one day, he gonna leave us with all these niggas and all these dumbass videos that's gonna have a profound effect for years upon years upon years upon years of niggas tuning in. But people don't really like to watch the recent dead. So, eventually we'll stop tuning in. It's not like you go back and watch a Michael Jackson video anytime soon, right? You ain't been listening. I don't care if you're black or white lately, right? Every once in a while, you go back and listen to your jams. But primarily, once people die, we move on. Hey, that was cool. You hear the song, you reminisce real quick, but you move on to what's new, what's the latest and the greatest. So this Sakari, the leadership, DJ Black. What's the name of that dude in the half breed? I forgot his name. I know you know. But his daddy he is Haitian, and we know that his mama is white. And when he first came in the conscious community, this nigga had to disrespect his mama in order to get appreciated by the nigga coons that claim themselves to be called 12 tribes. We know for goddamn certain these niggas ain't 12 tribes of Israel. I mean, we let them get away with that shit. But now it done got even more ridiculous because now it's a nigga in there on the goddamn Sakari talking about he's an indigenous Indian. This nigga is so West African slave. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. But somebody didn't convince him somewhere along his family tree that he got some Indian in him, and now he's a goddamn indigenous Indian, knowing that this motherfucker just happened to like Dana Calloway. Bullshit history. And now we're infected with this cancer on YouTube that digs into the mental aspect of the people who are entertained by this shit. Now let's go. I remember this motherfucker. I'm gonna call him a white boy. Now, before I start the video, let me do this. Right? Hold on. Let me put that up. Okay. Here we go. Do it like that. So before I start the video, let me show you something here. Let's take a look at something. So here's a quick snapshot I took. A little quick one, right? Now, if you could look this dude square in the eyes, you would see that this motherfucker is cross-eyed. That cross-eyed shit, that comes from his white mama. This is damn near the effect of inbreeding then carried over into this motherfucker. His beard is a white boy beard. His skin is a white boy skin with a little nigga in it. Just a little bit, little dad, little pepper dash and some nigga in him. He ain't even an African American. This nigga is Haitian. I mean, we ain't tripping that you niggas' countries is shitholes and you done found this capitalistic constitutional republic greater than your shithole. And you want to come over here and get you something. Welcome, come on, bring your bitch ass on, whatever. Don't nobody even care. We take trips to the islands all the time, although Haiti ain't on the motherfucking list unless a nigga just want to go be depressed and see that shit. He might go. If you want to do some volunteer work, I might go. But if I'm trying to get away from for the weekend, a week from the job, Haiti won't be on the goddamn radar. But nevertheless, one of them Haitians came over here and fucked a white bitch and popped this nigga out. This nigga right here, this nigga swear he a 12 tribe because he heard the message. Sonetta gave this nigga award at the Satanic Sonetta Award show that only helped his motherfucking YouTube career. You should see this clown nigga walk. He walked like a white boy. He walked like a white boy from Kentucky somewhere. Like he been wrestling pigs for years. And so this girl, back of her head, as you see, she fully black. She representing black. And what she can't understand is why the fuck is y'all on this corner smashing and bashing? Like, what the fuck is all this about? She done stopped off at one of these bars nearby and had some drinks, and she done fell out the goddamn bar and walked on this shit. And the drink made her stop and talk to some dummy ass niggas who swear they the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, knowing that Jesus came in the Bible and ended that there'll be no Gentiles and no Jews. He ended that. He said, you'll be one family of one mind, and all of you will be brothers. Whoever believe. But these niggas don't want to hear that because they got an agenda. Now, it ain't no hell of a riches at being a Hebrew Israelite. Most of these niggas look broke as a motherfucker. Most of them. Some of them probably got some bread. I don't know. If they got some bread and they sitting on the corner doing this shit, man, they just bored with life. They needed a brotherhood type shit. So you're going to sit here and this black lady bring it out. She don't even know. She ain't never seen one of his videos a day in her life. But her eyes don't fool her. And she realizes this is a fucking white boy sitting here yelling at me. Now, let me cancel that. Let's listen to the audio.
To be a clown. Your father is a damn clown.
Hold on. Let me back it up a little bit.
Transatlantic slave trade. Niggas sold niggas.
Hold on.
I can be happy, etc. So that's all I'm saying. Take more energy to be angry. It take more energy to be angry. So, see, this is the problem. Our people are not angry enough, which is why anyone could do anything to us, can come in our communities and extort us and exploit us as much as they want, because we're not angry enough.
Black people sold their own.
Black people sold their own? Yeah. Okay, so you mean to tell me? Hold on, let me ask you a question. How? Of course they did. How did the transit? Yes, they did.
No, they did. How did they get to
Hold on. You know how the transatlantic slave trade? Listen. You know how the transatlantic slave trade works? See, this is the problem. You know what? I always have a conversation with this man, and then here you come trying to be overbearing.
No, I'm not overbearing.
No. Yes, you are. If you want to know, you let me respond. You know your teachers. Do you know how the transatlantic slave trade works? Niggas sold niggas. Yeah. So are the people on the west coast of Africa? Are the people on the west coast of Africa niggas? Do they identify as niggas?
Well, actually, niggas is the term that we came up with.
So niggas. So what does that mean? Niggas didn't sell niggas,
right?
Okay, so now first and thank you, Victor Varga. I went on and shot you a blue wrench for that. That's guerrilla Hebrew. When I hit the conscious community with that preterist view, guerrilla Hebrew stayed clear. I tried several times to get in verbal combat with this white boy, but he knew. Now let me get into it with Pit Boss, because I'm from Cali and he from Cali, and I don't want it to turn into some other shit, California shit. Because, you know, I was kind of offended that the Cali niggas was taking all these East Coast niggas side against me. That just ain't never been no Cali shit. We nigga come from New York to Cali, motherfucker. You take his side, we gonna knock you and that nigga. Send both you niggas back to New York City in a box. That's just the way I grew up. Sorry. I mean, you know, California love. That's just better have a little bit in you. But anyway, so he's asking her about the Atlantic slave trade, and she's gonna get the upper hand on the conversation. So she's speaking, you know, regular niggerhood conversation. Niggas sold niggas. Fact. That's a fact. This nigga tried to jump in. She asked him, what, did white boys just jump off the boat and run up in the jungle and start snatching niggas out of the trees? This nigga said, yeah. And then he realized he just sat his feet in concrete and got cemented as she began to stop it, you dumb nigga. So then he had to turn to one of the conscious community protocols. Do you have primary evidence that niggas was selling niggas? Because I got the history. Stupid shit. Watch how she land on his ass.
No, niggas did sell niggas.
No. All black people are not niggas. That's the problem. Right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna explain something to you. I study history. Do you have any historical reference to prove that? Do you have any historical reference to prove that? Do you have any? Okay, yes, that happened, but that is not the exclusive way that the transatlantic slave trade happened. No, hold on. Give me this.
Do you even know that Jesus looked white?
Hold on. Do you know how many black men lynched That's why I'm mad. Because plenty. Oh God! You see that? This was wrong. You know what's wrong? Give me Isaiah 3. Give me Isaiah 3. Give me Isaiah 3, please. Listen, Kunisha, but why are you deflecting from what happened to your ancestors? Give me that in Isaiah 3 and 9, please. So the Jewish man had it worse than us. Kunisha, read.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them.
Women rule over them. Read.
What all do you have in you?
Verse 9.
If I can hit my car and I donate my donor to you, you can live by
verse 12. As for my children, as my people, children of their oppressor.
She about to catch him right here. She starts it off with, "You're lighter than me, white boy."
And you love white people, right? Listen, no, you don't love me. You don't love me, and you don't have any respect for me. Okay, sure. You would have more.
She caught him again. "You ain't even my shade, nigga. What are you talking? You're whiter than white. You ain't even my shade."
Respect for me if you look for me like you did the damn white man that you love so much, right?
And women rule over them. And my people, them which lead thee, as for my people, children.
She just crapped him. "You got more the white man in you than I do." Yeah, his mama white. She ain't even aware. Because he got all of this Hollywood costume shit on. Dressed the part, but don't know the goddamn lines to the goddamn show. But she caught his ass.
Their oppressors. What? Children are their oppressors. And women rule over them.
That's your problem. Because Kunishas like you have raised black men to be weak and soft and destroyed us. That's the problem. All right, Kunisha? All right, and your son is a coon. I'm not surprised. That's right. Your son to be a coon. Your father is a damn coon, and they raised you to be a coon. What does that mean? I'm not a coon. Okay, and I care more about black people than you do. I care more about black.
Now, on the real, if she would have had any kind of real nigga with her, already he would have got domed right there. Because it's a certain level of you want to say what you got to say. It's a free country. But there's always the boiling point. And right there, it was dome time. Now, at this point, and I'm going to give y'all the channel so you can go watch it, you know, if you found this tantalizing for your nigga coon entertainment. This is the hot pocket over here. But right at this point, we get the boiling point. And all the other ones with him, when they see these points she start ripping his ass up with, they all kind of went on silent. And to deflect what she was doing, he just took it to the super top. Now watch it.
What do you do? Yes, I do. Yes, no, you have no idea because you have no idea how the transatlantic slave trade happened. All right, Kunisha, read.
This is the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 25. Withhold thy foot from being unshod, and thy throat from thirst.
You know what's funny? He's a Native American and I'm black. That's the funny thing about that. He's Native American and I'm black. Read.
But thou sayest, there's no hope. No for us.
Can you tell me how DNA science works? Can you tell me how DNA science works? Can you tell me how DNA science works? You stop perpetrating Kunisha. Stop perpetrating Kunisha. No, your name is Kunisha. Your name is Kunisha, and you're a disgrace to your ancestors, black women who were raped and hung because you stand up for the same people who raped them, and I'll stand up more for your ancestors that were raped than you do. You're a goddamn disgrace. Don't worry about it.
You look like him.
And guess what? And he's one of us, and his ancestors were raped and destroyed. Hey, here's a Native.
Now hold on, because she rocked his ass again. Oh, see, these why these niggas won't let me rock their ass out, because they know I will give you nothing but the goddamn flame. But you think them coon ass niggas in the conscious community be like, wait up, homeboy, you doing a little too much, nigga. Nah, these niggas can't wait to throw up another video. Now let me show you this picture. And if it wasn't for the fact that YouTube is on my ass about the strike zone, I'm in the strike zone. Trust me. Ain't shit I could do. I got to do it this way. So the dude in the green shirt with the backpack, this is supposed to be the indigenous American. Look at this shit. This nigga is supposed to be the indigenous American. This what the fuck these niggas done to us. They done all the way twisted all the wires. So while he's the indigenous American, this motherfucker over here is black. Look what the fuck just happened. Look what the fuck just happened. This motherfucker has become black, and this motherfucker is an Indian. What the fuck is going on? And what is this nigga with the afro? Chinese? And how about this big fat Krispy Kreme nigga? What the fuck is he? Mexican? Because in a minute, he gonna be Mexican. This motherfucker with the afro gonna be Chinese. This motherfucker's Indian. And this motherfucker's black. Fuck is going on over here? 10 years ago, this was a bunch of niggas standing on the corner talking shit. Now they all kinds of ethnicities that they don't know a lick nothing about, that they just made up and start representing because all of these coon ass cancer niggas then showed up to YouTube and spoiled these niggas' minds. Mind you, if you fuck with this crew, send them the video. Say, Pit Boss, wearing y'all out. Here's what's going to be a response. When that nigga only got 100 views, we not responding to a nigga with 100 views. Or you not responding to no real shit, right? You're not going to respond to no real information. Because I know these niggas' history. Boy, do I know these niggas' history. Now, mind you, when you start traveling around the country, I'm going to tell you how they do it. They usually will go ahead and up the money on a plane ticket if they coming by themselves. If they coming with a crew, they gonna pitch in for gas. They gonna always shack up over one person's house. So somebody lives, this dude right here with the afro, he lives in Dallas. They gonna shack up. They don't give a fuck if you live with your half white mama. They wouldn't give a shit. Long as your daddy look black, we shacking up, nigga. You part of the tribe. And they didn't convince these niggas to go out on the corner and just start calling women coons and all types of motherfucking shit. And throw that shit on YouTube to spread the gospel. While I'm trying to tell you since I was a kid, all the fuck the Hebrew Israelites do is stand on the corner with pictures and talk shit. That's all they do. You can't go to a Hebrew Israelite motherfucking restaurant. They might got one in the heart of the satanic New York. They might got one over there. But the rest of these niggas, they work for the white man. Or they ain't got a job at all. Or they just doing some oddball shit on their own. Nigga paint on the weekends. And paint, and I paint your garage. I paint your living room. Shoot me $100 and I'm there. But this is what didn't happen. Because y'all didn't hate it on Pit Boss for smashing these niggas. These niggas is all the way viral. This video got 27, damn near, it's 26,000 views. 1,000 likes and 70 dislikes. And y'all think that Pit Boss is the one tripping. When it's only a few people on internet that's willing to smash these niggas and drop the alternative view. Because without the alternative view, goddamn it, this would be a socialist country. This would be a fucked up place if the alternative view didn't step back in and correct the madness that y'all niggas have unleashed on us with all of these coon ass niggas. We can't get away from this shit. These niggas is all the way tripping. Now, the channels that would hold on. The channels that would bring me on, they ain't got enough breath in them for me to go over there. I might as well stay on my own channel. You would think that it'd be easy to get rid of me just by confronting me. But then they start to realize if we confront him, it's only going to make him popular. And they're correct. If you confront me, you're going to bring your crew to my attention. And then when I go in on you, and I got several ways of going in on you, I could just all the way turn up and niggify you like I did Tommy. I ethered his ether with an ether deeper than his ether till I hit the ether in the middle of the ether. And so they don't use that method. Their most famous method, avoid them. Act like you didn't just hear all that shit he just said. That's their method of choice, because they think I'm gonna go away. They think, well, if you just don't say nothing to Pit Boss, he should be gone in 6 months. How could you sit on YouTube with 100 views for 5 years straight? What good is that? But what they don't understand is that one view is echoed 100 times. Just one view. If I affect one person, they're going to tell somebody. They're going to have a conversation. They might not mention Pit Boss said it, but they going to say it to somebody. Now the message start vibrating. This is how an underdog takes over. This is quite how Christianity started. Christianity started with a teacher and one disciple. That's it. The underdog, a teacher with the message and one disciple. And booyah, whole world is now in the understanding that Christianity is the master of all messages. Hate it or love it, all these niggas is trying to imitate that Bible. And the ones who are not trying to imitate the Bible, they all fear that Bible. And so they spend a lifetime on the attack. Polemists of Satanism. That's who they are. Satanist polemists. And they spend all day on the attack. Now, let me let her finish kind of ethering this motherfucker. Then we're going to tie it all in.
American, read. For I have loved strangers. How do you know? Do you know where I come from? Do you know where I come from? Do you know where I come from? I come from Haiti. You know what Haiti is? The first independent black republic in the world. That's where I come from. All right? Kunisha. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. My name is Adonis God. Where does the word God come from? What European people have the word God? My name ain't Kevin Kunisha. My name ain't Kevin Kunisha. My name is Adonis God. We can't even phonetically pronounce that. Right? Read. For I have loved strangers. That's the problem. Our people destroyed because Kunishas like her love strangers and raise her son to sign up to fight for the same goddamn country that enslaved her, and then she puts on a damn coon tape for her. Read. And after them will I go. Read. First.
Now she drilling this other dude. This hit him in the nerve. He said, "You gonna let this white boy talk for you?" Absolutely. These niggas is zombie clowns. Of course they're gonna let the leader lead. They clowns. They came into the Sakari not knowing shit and fell for this white boy. He the leader of the pack. And he get promoted by the Satanists because the Satanists know, the black Satanists know that the Hebrew Israelite shit is fraud off the muscle. And so they all like to promote fraud. So if you come with a fraud narrative and you got attention, they're going to push the line. This is where Tommy comes in. He's part of the fraud. He's a Satanist that linked up with some more Satanists, and they're all pushing fraud one way or another. Tommy's version of fraud is to do black comedy, to drill niggas and keep them asleep while they laughing at themselves. Their position is to point out the fact that you aren't living by the code of the Hebrew Israelite 12 tribe chart. Fraud shit. Irrelevant fraud shit. You can't find a Hebrew Israelite on no other continent. You is not about to go to Haiti and find 12 niggas standing on the corner with outfits on talking about we are a tribe of Israel. Nigga, you broke on Haiti Island. Fuck is you talking about? If you was the 12 tribes of Israel, slide across the border and see if them Dominicans agree with you. They should be part of the tribe, right? They don't fuck with them Dominicans, though. Dominicans got that American backing. So they shit ain't slacking. Now, let me let it finish riding because it's interesting.
But you love white people though. So what's the problem with that? What's the problem with that, Kunisha? Who cares about that? But you still love white people, right? Do you love white people? Do you love white people? Yes, you love white people. So what's the problem about me speaking then? What's the problem about me speaking? What's the problem about me speaking?
What does that make me? The only reason we are different shades, dude, is because we migrated.
Okay, so then, but you're the one talking about different shades, though. You're the one talking about different shades. I'm not. First of all, I'm not pushing black. I'm pushing black, Hispanic, and Native American. That's what I'm pushing. Black, Hispanic, and Native American. I'm black. I'm black. That's where I come from. My people come from Haiti, enslaved by the French. That's where my people. First of all, can you prove that? Can you prove that? Here's what you want. You're a code. You're a code. Do Haitians have papers? Do Haitians have papers? Do Haitians have papers? Is there a Haitian paper? Is there a Haitian paper that people have to walk around and say, I'm Haitian? Does that exist? No, it doesn't exist. You're a damn fool, and you're a damn fool, and you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. Are there any Haitians? Are there any Haitians that are U.S. citizens? Are there any Haitians that are U.S. citizens? Right? Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 13.
He's talking to you, actually. Read.
A foolish woman is clamorous.
That's right. A foolish woman is clamorous. You're stupid.
Now, this is what you call taking the Bible out of context. Now, they want to cite this, that she foolish because she just told the clown nigga that you gonna let this white boy speak for you? Because she identifying with this nigga who identifying with Indians. He don't even identify with African Americans. Why in the fuck would African Americans want to be talking to an indigenous motherfucker about what we got cracking? Fuck would we care? Why don't you take your ass to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, motherfucker, and hunt for lizards? What the fuck are you doing over here with the American African slaves? Because we over in this motherfucker on some other shit. Why ain't you running around with a bamboo motherfucking hatchet? Chopping niggas up or something. Fuck is you standing over here for? But they kind of looking stupid. And she gonna really drill him. She gonna drill him. She ain't done.
Right. No, what's wrong with us is that you're a coon and you love white people. That's what's wrong with us. Because ain't no one up here want to coon and love white people. You're a goddamn you're a walking contradiction. Hold on. The last thing you listen, if you want me to hand the mic to one of these dudes, they're gonna be a lot less nice than me. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what? I thought y'all to go ahead, man. You got it.
Proverbs 21, chapter 9. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
It's better to dwell with, you know what I'm saying, just like anywhere than to be with a woman like you. Straight.
Now, you wonder why the fuck they won't go dwell. Now, they just told her it's better to take your ass and go in the corner, motherfucking. But they don't want to go in that corner. They don't want to listen to their own babble. See, they got babble. I'm not saying Bible, I'm saying babble. Because when you just talking and you don't know what the fuck you talking about, that's babble. You're not spitting Bible, you spitting babble. Dumb shit. Now, it's more of them than it is a pit boss and those who think like I do. It's a lot of broke motherfuckers in the planet. It's more broke motherfuckers than it is motherfuckers with some money. But the motherfuckers with the money still run shit. They outnumber you with their intelligence and they bankroll. So now she takes a minute to listen to the black dudes, right? But one black dude, she rides so hard, he can't take it. This is the indigenous nigga that look straight motherfucking South African slave, fresh off the motherfucking boat. That would be a black cracker. But he swear he's indigenous because he found an old ass picture of his daddy standing next to a goddamn Indian woman. Now he's fully Indian. He don't even identify with being from Africa at all. Watch him as he can't take it. He gonna try. He gonna try. He gonna try. Here you go.
If you have a point of contention, then you deal with it in a respectful manner. We can do that if you're respectful. But if you're gonna come up with a still face and be hard, we're gonna come back 10 times harder. Everybody up here, everybody came. No, you was already doing it. We wouldn't have went that way if you weren't already going there. He didn't take you nowhere. You went there already, jumping out of his skin, talking about love off white people and all this kind of crap. Okay.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5. Keep thy foot when thou goest in the house of the Most High.
So keep your foot means keep your mouth shut. When you come in the house of the Most High, come in the house of the Lord. Keep your mouth shut, be quiet, be quiet.
And be ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of food.
So be more ready to listen than to just talk out your ass. Okay.
See, this is talking about the person who preaching the gospel, not the motherfucker receiving it. This is the flip side of the dumb shit. Like, you know, I'm a master with the Bible. They can say what they want, but they don't want to confront me because I'm gonna pull it out. Pull it out. I got to do my own background. Read. Dumbass niggas. I've been listening to these dumbass niggas since I was like 18 when I finally tuned in to these goddamn wardrobe specialists. Now watch as he and fuck that whole verse up.
Now we can deal with you, right? So from lineage of your father, from what you know, you said your granddad, your great granddad had white in him.
Well, my great granddad on my mama's side.
Okay, it's your mother's side. We need your father's side, right?
Yes, Choctaw.
Choctaw? The whole father's side.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me numbers. Yeah.
Black too.
Yeah.
Black too.
He's black too. Okay, that's good. That's not people. Look at the sign. We're gonna show you, right? Look at the sign. We're gonna show you. Look at the sign. African American, so-called black, from the tribe of Judah. Okay, and you said your grandfather was what? Choctaw. Okay, where we at?
So why am I African American? I've never been to Africa.
That's right. You're not. We're trying to show you that you're from the tribe of Judah. There goes Gad right there. That's me. That's this man.
Now she done told him she was Choctaw, but he still want to throw her in Judah because she in America. But he didn't fully told her, nigga, I'm Choctaw.
Possibly, you know what I'm saying? So Native Americans, they've never been called just Indian. Indian means savages. Never been called Indian in the Bible. You're not gonna find it.
Now, if you go to that video where the Hebrew Israelites ran up on a real Indian and they tried to run that savage bullshit, see, they all push the same protocol. It's weak as fuck. It's been beat up on every point, and they keep running it though. Indian means savages. Motherfucker, a real Indian said, what? That motherfucker broke down what the Indian was, and old boy just shut up. He couldn't run that on the real. Whenever you confronted by the real, your tail gonna tuck, your cheeks gonna turn high purple, and you're gonna feel like an idiot because it ain't working. Now, she ain't listening to this bullshit. These nigga slaves over here on the corner. She ain't listening to this shit.
You're gonna find gang, you're gonna find Judah. And through the prophecies, we can show that these tribes are today identified as us. Okay? All right. So
this is Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families, by the house of their fathers.
So they declared their pedigrees by the house of their fathers. That's why I said, you know, where your father's from. What was his lineage? Because that's what you want.
This nigga in Numbers trying to identify this woman. This nigga's in Numbers. Can you believe this shit? Have you ever took a look at all the wars, at all the mixing, at the spread of the human beings around the planet, at the slavery in Africa under the hands of the Arabs through the salt wars of Africa, different tribes taking over tribes, the goddamn Mongol, everybody run through this shit. And yet these niggas think they gonna identify each other through their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. These is bastard childs. They don't know their daddy. They know the daddy that was in the house if you had one. But you don't know your daddy's daddy. You know what I'm talking about? Daddy? You don't know that much. Hell no. But they swear they got the truth. They got the tooth. They don't got the truth. You got the tooth. You over there spitting the tooth because you damn sure ain't never met the truth. You might got the tooth, but you ain't got the truth. Truth wouldn't have your ass sitting on the corner looking super stupid. Super stupid.
Father carries the seed. Does not belittling the woman or anything like that. It's just the father carries the seed. Okay? So within a seed comes your nationality. Let me he got you.
I just told you. This is what I want to know. I'm gonna say
He's having a conversation.
Yeah, I know, but listen, I don't like the conversation.
He got you right here. Okay, but you have to stay in order. You see what he's saying, sister? You see what he's saying, sister? Hold on. You see what he's saying, sister? You see what he's saying? Okay, so go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
I just heard the conversation that y'all had, calling her a bitch.
Right.
I'm just coming over here because y'all saying that y'all.
Hold on, we gonna bypass him because he a little lost.
They did not just come just any man just making up stuff, right? They came by inspiration of Yahweh.
Christians go by this, Baptists go by this, a whole lot of people that go by this. You guys, whatever, not whatever, but you guys, what you say?
Hebrew Israelites.
Right. So are you guys Christians?
No.
Baptists?
No.
Because they was just saying word.
Now she asked him, "Are you Christians?" Now somehow this nigga went and looked up the definition to an Indian and don't know where the fuck he got that from. But this motherfucker don't want to go look up the definition of a Christian. Christian is in the Bible 3 times, 3 different occasions. One of them occasions is Acts 11:26. I done beat niggas up on this shit so many motherfucking times. And you know what they say? Well, that was outsiders calling them Christians. Then I said, pay attention to all the words in the verse. And then we get to the word called. They were called Christians first in Antioch. So we look up the word called and we find out that this word called actually means a divine revelation. This means it's God calling them Christians. And what is the word Christian? Christians is the followers of Christ. This is what makes Christians different than the Hebrew 12 tribes. They weren't followers of Christ. They were following the law, waiting on a redeemer, which happened to be Christ. And when Christ came, he said, don't worry about the law. Follow me. I created the law. Follow the creator, not the creation. Doesn't mean that the law is bad. It just means that the law cannot redeem you. It can only act as a testimony against you. Now, he don't want to deal with Pit Boss on the word Christian. I'm gonna knock him twice. I'm gonna say, let's go search out Indian and let's go search out Christian and let's find out why you wrong on both points. Don't know what the fuck you talking about 2 times, but you think you got the right to stand on the corner and teach. Niggified, countrified niggas.
No, they use the same book. No, we don't. They made a total different document. They made a total different doctrine. It has nothing. What they believe has nothing to do with the Bible. That's why you come over here confused. You're like, what's going on? Because you've been taught certain things about this Bible that are not true. Then you hear the truth of the Bible, and it's like, what's going on? You speak to God to yourself.
Because I've learned that fear doesn't say anything, and people that walk on
I study a little bit. They know it better than I do.
say anything, and they're not telling you what they want to know, what they want to.
She thinks she having a real conversation with intelligent men when she don't realize that you just having a conversation with the extension of a silent network. The fraud show. You have walked up on the fraud show and you trying to have a real conversation. It's not gonna work. They are not here for the real. They just not. It ain't gonna never happen. Now we're gonna push along in this video real quick and we're gonna hurry up and conclude this, right? So the white boy get back on the mic, right? And he gets so outlandish, right? Hold on, let me find that point where old boy blow up. Let me get that little point. Let me get that point in real quick. Hold on, I think I missed it. Okay. So now, here's what happened later in the show. On a show. They make such a commotion. White folks, all kinds of decent motherfuckers is walking by and they like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are the niggas dressed up like they just left a Wakanda event? Is there a Wakanda review going on around here? What the fuck is going on? And white folks is all the way confused. What the fuck is this? I thought Wakanda was over. Is it a part 2 coming out soon? These actors from the movie, they confused, so they call the police. Exactly what they gonna do. Police like, well, you know, this is America, home of the free, home of the brave, and we allow the freedom of speech to a point. To the point that you become a niggified, countrified, fried country nigger. And then we got to step in. So the police start surrounding these motherfuckers. It's amazing. Let me go out here and show you how the police just, you know, the police just like, they got this nigga real in the corner now. They got this nigga, boy. They like, motherfucker, look. We here now. And your motherfucking ass know what happened when we show up. We don't want to hear all that. Now, he done been to jail and arrested before in California. I mean, he really think that he pushing the word of God as he stay getting arrested every motherfucking day. He think that that's how this shit go. Now, sometimes you get arrested for pushing the tooth. You start pushing that tooth around too much, you know, you might get arrested. True light. Here come that zoom. Whop! Now look who come. The white man. Got a white girl, a white boy, and a Mexican. They show, and it's more. This is just what's over there talking to him. But they actually got these niggas with 360 degrees. They done walked him over to the side. Like, you know, we don't want to break up your little conversation over here. But can we have a talk with you? He over there trying to talk his way out the white man. When the white man show up, I don't give a fuck how many niggas is over there. It don't take but one white man to show up. I don't fucking 250 nigglets running around this motherfucker. When one white man show up, you niggas gonna get in line or get locked down behind. Which one do you want? Get in line or get locked down behind? Put you back in slavery. Ain't that where you niggas like to be? In slavery, we got a slave quarters for your ass. Now, we're going to let the video kind of catch up from the point where the police stepped in, right? Because we right at that point. Watch this.
Y'all finally got your day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy today, enjoy tomorrow, and the next week.
Now, see, he handed the mic off to the dude with the afro. Now, look at the tone of the speech. Look at the mannerism. Look how they changed up the nigga shit. When the white man, you know what I mean? When the white man shows up, niggas get their shit right. The truth starts sounding more like the truth. Hold on a minute.
Month after that, because there's going to come a day where there's not going to be such thing as a Dallas, Texas anymore, man. The state of Texas, the state of Nevada, Washington, Oregon, all that place is going to be destroyed by the Most High God, man. That's right. Give Revelation 12:12. Go ahead. Daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Yeah, the cup. What's that cup filled with? The Lord's judgment. Everybody's had to drink of the Lord's cup. The scripture said.
Once again, this nigga talking about the land of or Uz. He called it Uz. UZ probably Uz. He think that ain't already been destroyed. So, you know, this is where we at with it. These niggas is teaching out the Old Testament like that shit ain't already happened. Now, while all this going on in the foreground, in the background, the white boy is back there talking to the white boy. That good old buddy system where he's just like, oh, y'all can see this, huh? Here's the video. Let's go and give him some promo. Sakari Public Enemies. These niggas, they make themselves the target. This is kind of like snitching on an iPhone. You feel me? When you make yourself a target when ain't no white man even looking for you. You decide to get you a band of clowns, jump on the goddamn YouTube, and create a motherfucking commotion so you could become public enemy. Dallas is gonna be destroyed along with Nevada. Really though. Ain't that a bitch? What is it gonna become New Jerusalem, nigga? Is that what this gonna be? New Jerusalem? It has no direction of where in the fuck y'all talking about. How is Dallas, Texas in the Bible? What verse is Dallas, Texas in the Bible? Is that Revelations 18:20? What verse is it talking about Dallas being destroyed? These niggas is all the way off they rockers. They just say any goddamn thing. And you can say this much dumb shit and win a satanic award. Instantly, be top nigga in the game. It's amazing. It's amazing. So now that concludes with the police telling you know, calm this shit down a little bit or we'll have to come back. And we got to come back. We ain't doing no talking. We arresting tribes around this motherfucker. Taking niggas back to the slavery and you going to go in a boat. We call that boat the cop car, nigga. That's the boat. You're going to go back in slavery on boats. The new boat is called a cop car. Throw your ass in the back and shackle you just like a slave. Take your ass back to the captives, to the point of no return. When you hit that Fed, that's the point of no return, nigga. You ain't coming back. If you happen to come back, you're going to be old and gray, worthless. No longer a verbal threat around them because these niggas ain't a physical threat. These niggas is a verbal threat to a nigga's ears, to a nigga's peace of mind. You a threat to a nigga's peace of mind walking down the street. That's it. They ain't got no truth. They ain't got nothing but tooth. No truth, all tooth. That's where you at with it. He said they dressed up in a Comic-Con convention. Boy, you cold, Victor Vega. You cold. At least Comic-Con These motherfuckers know it's fantasy. See, when you dressed up in a motherfucking outfit, a Wakanda superhero outfit, and you think it's real, we call you mentally enslaved. Bobby, I'm tuned in my Instagram, couple Comic-Con people, you know, they got the makeup, they smiling, they got fake guns, you know, big muscles. They know this shit is this fantasy. They call it fantasy. You know, they having fun. These motherfuckers is for real. They mental slaves on the corner with Wakanda outfits on. And I don't know how many motherfuckers. They was rocking until them goddamn indigenous Callaway niggas showed up. When that nigga showed up, oh my God, the Comedics and the Hebrew Israelites took an L. It was over. It's the new shit. The flat earthers came. All these niggas running around with aluminum hats on talking about the sky is falling. Because we live in a dome on a flat earth waiting on Jesus to come back and save the Hebrew Israelites and put them on top, put the white man in slavery. All this weird shit. Could you imagine that planet? These niggas is running shit. Oh my God. What the hell? But see, it ain't too many YouTubers who would take time to go grab this dumbass video and just go in on it just for fun with Tommy's name in the title. You see that, Raining Woman? You've been listening 30 minutes. We ain't even started on Tommy. You don't understand the intricacies of how I work, do you? You don't understand how you're a young YouTuber trying to tell a professional how to do this shit. This is the art of war. We out here thinking what our opponents are thinking. We out here thinking what Tommy is thinking. We out here thinking what Tommy thinks we thinking. We out here thinking what Tommy thinks that Pit Boss think that Tommy is thinking. Can you know what I'm saying without blinking? Don't make me fuck your mind up trying to follow the game, girl. I've been at this shit so long. Trust me, it come out like butter. I ain't got to practice what I preach unless I want to hit the streets and beat these Wakanda niggas up at the Comic-Con convention. Boy, I can only go so hard, though. I'm tiptoeing on the edge, YouTube on my back, Tommy on my ankles, Netta hipping at my motherfucking shoulders, all these hater-ass niggas in the chat room, and I'm still winning. Still winning. I just went out and spent a couple grand the other day, feeling good about myself. I got a surprise for you haters in the cut. I'm gonna connect that shit to my truck, roll around the corner and get the bucks. Y'all gonna be mad because you still stuck in a Comic-Con convention, thinking that you motherfucking listening to the truth. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. This ain't even going away. It's only gonna get more ridiculous until finally YouTube say, look, goddamn it, we selling the goddamn platform. Matter of fact, we ending the platform and we're gonna come out with some new shit. And you niggas have to get on this shit. We want all your information and you have to pay. Some of them niggas gonna pay. Tommy gonna be the first nigga paying. How much is it? All this goddamn welfare I done got from the fatherless America, I'm ready to pay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me put my information out to that one. I get like one person a month that really like tuned into my channel from some other channel. And they'd be like, damn, I never really had this perspective before. I always thought them niggas was the 12 tribes. For real, for real. I didn't know this was a Wakanda event. My email is 99lightyears@gmail.com. The requirement is that you have some decent credit. Killer. They could kill his ass. They want to get on the show. You know I'm about to end the goddamn show, Killer. Shut up. Is that Tommy? You hear Tommy out there? All right. Killer over here tripping. He think he see a black cracker through the walls. I don't know what's going on with Killer. But 99lightyears@gmail.com. Now, I had somebody reach out to me and thought it was a game, and I had to shut them down. It was cool, but they was trying to hide their identity. Don't call me trying to hide my identity. Trying to hide your identity. I could turn on this camera and count down a couple stacks right quick if that'll convince you that I know what the fuck I'm over here doing. And none of my money is donation. Zero donation. All of it STEM. I create my money through science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. If you think you can get with that, holla at your boy.